to the far-flung corners of India to Lal Chowk, the tricolour flew high. In Guntur in Andhra Pradesh, a group that tried to move towards the Jinnah Tower was stopped. First of all, why is there a Jinnah Tower? Why were they stopped? Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
On January 26th, when Tiranga fluttered atop the clock tower in Srinagar, when the tricolour was hoisted proudly in Shopian, that was once a terror hotbed, when our national flag was proudly hoisted even in the depths of the Indian Ocean. The workers of Hindu Vahini were stopped from hoisting the tricolour in Andhra Pradesh's Guntur. Watch how Andhra police dragged and beat up the workers of Hindu Vahini and even tried to snatch the tricolour from their hands. At least 12 workers of the group were detained for attempting to raise the flag in Guntur's Jinnah Tower, a relic named after Pakistan's founder.
I am standing at Jinnah Tower in Guntur. This is the place where some members of Hindu Vahini tried hosting tricolour on Republic Day. As they attempted to unfurl the tricolour, here the Andhra Pradesh police officials deployed their marched ahead and took the activist in custody. Later, the activist was sent to the police station for further questioning.
The BJP has questioned the Jagan government and even demanded renaming of the tower.
But Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, his appeasement policy, appeasement of minorities, it has reached to an extent that a person who tried to hoist Indian tricolour on the Republic Day, he was beaten, he was not allowed to hoist the flag.
And the Jagan administration has some tough questions to answer. Is it a crime to hoist the tricolour in India? How was carrying a tricolour provocative? Why foil an attempt to hoist the tricolour at Jinnah Tower?
Okay, we have, let me introduce Lavu Sri Krishna Devarayalu. He's an MP of the Lok Sabha from the YSRCP. Can you hear me? Mr. Devarayalu, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear her.
Okay, just checking the audio. Sriraj Nair is media in charge of the VHP. Atikur Rahman, Islamic scholar. Vishnuvardhan Reddy, General Secretary of Andhra BJP, is joining me in a minute. Okay, so Mr. Devarayalu, these pictures are very, very worrying for me. That anywhere in India, Mr. Reddy, welcome. The point of concern is that anywhere in India, someone wants to hoist the national flag. It cannot be stopped. First of all, this Jinnah Tower. Why is there a Jinnah Tower? And why can't you hoist a flag over the Jinnah Tower? Where is the rule, tell me, Mr. Devarayalu, that hoisting a flag over the Jinnah Tower on Republic Day is provocative or wrong? Why? Why? I think there should be a Tiranga everywhere. These pictures are most unfortunate. You're in power. Why did you do this?
Anyone can hoist a national flag anywhere, but it depends on the people who are trying to do it and the permissions they got. These are the people who are like Hindu Yuva Vahini. There have been like 3 or 4 people you can see in the video also. This group was formed in Uttar Pradesh. I don't understand what they're doing in Andhra Pradesh, that too in Guntur. They could have got a permission beforehand and they could have definitely been able to hoist the flag. But something like this, doing it without any permissions or anything is completely wrong.
I'd get a response. I remind you, Mr. Devarayalu, you said that the Hindu Yuva Vahini was started in Uttar Pradesh, and therefore they cannot hoist the national flag.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
You
because
said
they formed
it was a
UP.
Hindu
I
Yuva
said-
Vahini, and it was started in Uttar Pradesh. What are they doing in Guntur?
Yes.
That is your point.
Yes.
For your
Yes.
kind information, sir, what is today the Vadra Congress was once started by a British man. So I don't understand. A party started by the British can operate everywhere in India. A group that started in Uttar Pradesh cannot. And by the way, what crime were they committing? They were taking a national flag. Where is the crime there? I want to bring in Mr. Reddy, please.
Yeah, Namaskar, Arnab ji, and also other panelists also good evening. First of all, I will explain to Mr. Krishnadevaraya MP Narsaraopeta, this Hindu Vahini organization not in Uttar Pradesh. Everywhere is there in Hindu Vahini organization. This is one of the organization, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. The Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, lot of organizations that built by nation. Even the Bharatiya Janata Party is also one of the organization under Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh inspiration. First of all, I am asking the simple question to Mr. Krishnadevaraya MP. My question is, why Jinnah Center still existing in India?
Correct.
Do Gandhiji or Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel or Shama Prasad Mukherjee or Deendayal Upadhyaya, other freedom fighters existing in Pakistan? The core issue in YSR Congress Party under the leadership of Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy last 30 months in Andhra Pradesh, how many incidents is going on in Andhra Pradesh because of your vote bank politics? Tell me, not even only single issue. This is any wrong in Bharat Mata Ki Jai is the wrong slogan in Andhra Pradesh? No, we are in Andhra
No, it's
Pradesh
not.
is a part of the Pakistan, part of the India. What is the understanding in YSR Congress Party leaders and governments in Andhra?
Vishnu Garu and Arnab, let me answer the first question you have asked.
What is the
Jinnah
wrong
Tower doing
in flag hosting in Jinnah Center in Andhra
Guntur?
Pradesh in Gunturu?
Let me answer that. You asked a question, let me answer that. You asked a very valid question. What is Jinnah Tower doing in Guntur? Jinnah Tower is there for the last 100 years. And in the last 20-25 years, your party, BJP, was in a partner with TDP for almost 10 years or so. And in the last 5 years, that is from 14 to 19, Mr. Manikyal Rao, a BJP MLA from Andhra Pradesh, was the endowments minister. Then what you should be answering? You should be answering. You were there in power much before us. Why didn't you? Why this issue was never raked up before? Why only now?
Arnab, I will explain. I think what is the question they're asking that our dear MP? Last 40 years or 50 years, what lot of wrongs is there, lot of changes is there in our country. Simple question I am asking you. That
You were there in the power. You were there in
Jinnah Center
partnership
is
with
there in
TDP
India
from 2014 to
or
19.
not? If in case, what is the wrong in Jinnah Center?
Jinnah Hall.
What is the wrong
Jinnah Hall
in
is there in
Jinnah
Bombay.
Center?
No, but why is there, okay, now, stop passing the buck. You are in power now. Mr. Devaraju, you can't get away saying why there was the Jinnah Tower for 100 years. I'm asking you, you think there should be a tower named after Jinnah in India?
Tower was,
And one minute. If a group of people wanted to make a symbolic point by hoisting the tricolour deliberately over what is called the Jinnah Tower, what is wrong with it? They are making a point. What is it? The point they are trying to make is no. One minute. The point they are trying to make is that the Tiranga will fly tall everywhere. So, Mr. Devaraju, I think it's wrong. First of all, you should rename the Jinnah Tower. You should rename the Jinnah Tower. They cannot call it any name, but not Jinnah. Second point, what were they carrying in there? They were not carrying a bomb. They were carrying a flag. The national flag, for God's sake, it's the national flag. It's the national flag.
There's nothing wrong.
Why did you beat them
The
up?
national flag, Arnab.
We welcome it.
This is the most blatant
we didn't beat them
violation
up.
of the
Don't
national
put
flag.
don't-
Its honor.
Don't put the blame on
What
the
is the
police that
violation?
they have beaten them
So
up.
it is
They
the
have not done
illegal
that. They
to
just taken
unfurl
it
the
off.
national flag
They just
in Andhra
taken
Pradesh under the
them off.
leadership of Y. Jagan.
No, it is not illegal. It is not illegal to unravel the national
I am
What is the
asking you,
government?
I am asking you, Mr. Devarale, one sec. Guntur, Guntur is an integral part of India.
We proudly
Okay,
are part of
Guntur has a rich history in the freedom struggle, sir.
30 years of Indian
The city has played a remarkable role in the freedom struggle, right? And there have been youth organizations in Guntur which have contributed to the freedom movement. Why should the Tiranga not be hoisted on top of the Jinnah Tower? I will not leave the question. Mr. Devaralu, no. First of all, you should rename the Jinnah Tower. Give it any name. Second, no, you should rename it. Second, no, you can't have a Jinnah Tower. No, you can't have a Jinnah Tower. Secondly, why shouldn't the Tiranga be on top of the Jinnah Tower?
Let's understand.
No. I'm asking you. You are telling me about an organization, Hindu Yuva Vahini. I would say this to you, Mr. Devaralu. 1 minute.
Not just Jinnah Tower. Any building in this country can have Tiranga.
Why you are objecting in Jinnah Center
Any
in
building.
national flag? That I am asking.
Not just
Mr. MP,
Jinnah
dear
Tower.
Krishna Devaraya,
Correct.
tell me, why you are objecting in
Arnab,
India?
may I come in,
140 crores people
Because-
after 75 years in independence, wherever you'll go in,
Because-
proudly will say,
because
proudly
in the
Bharat Mata ki
last
Jai, proudly will
20
say
years
the
you were in
Bharat
power for
Mata
10
ki Jai,
years.
proudly we
Because in the last
flag
20
hosting
years
with the
you were
national
power for
flag
10 years.
anywhere, in
You were-
public
you were
place,
MLA,
private place,
you were MLA
even
was
though
the end of
One
public
at a time.
properties.
5 years.
Why-
It's a hot
why you
debate
are
right now,
objecting
ladies and
in
gentlemen. Mr. Reddy.
Jinnah Center?
Mr. Reddy is not letting go. You need to understand, Mr. Krishna Devaralu. Mr. Reddy is demanding an answer, and I am asking you again, what is communal about hosting the Tricolour? Tomorrow,
You asked me a question, I'll answer that.
my question is very
There's
simple,
nothing wrong.
sir.
There's nothing wrong.
No.
Simple.
Then
Arnab
is
ji,
the Tricolour...
This is the religious appeasement politics in not new in Andhra Pradesh.
That is what you're doing. That is exactly what you're doing.
Telugu Desam Party now continuing
Jinnah Tower was
Jagan Mohan
built
Reddy leadership
100
by
years
Congress
back
Party.
to symbolize
The paying
harmony.
salaries,
And
imams,
don't teach us, don't teach the
pastors,
people of Guntur
Muslims,
or Andhra Pradesh
taxpayers'
about
money in Andhra
nationalism.
Pradesh.
Don't teach us.
What is the given
Mr.
the indication?
Mr. Vishnuvardhan Reddy Garu,
Why
don't
you are
teach us
saying
about
this,
nationalism or
taxpayer
nationalism
money
to
to
people of Guntur. Our people from
pastors.
Guntur, there are a lot of freedom fighters from Guntur. And from Guntur,
Everywhere
the
is there in
flag
freedom
actually was
fighters,
designed
but
by
no one they
Pingal
cannot
and Venkaiah from
objection in
Guntur. Don't
28
teach us,
states
don't
in
teach
across
us
our
about
country.
freedom fighters.
Then tell me one thing.
State, one and only the place is there
Then,
in Andhra Pradesh.
sir, I said it, you're taking my line. I said there are a lot of freedom fighters from Guntur, but I think having a Jinnah Tower in Guntur is a disservice to them. And I think the fact that you stop people from hoisting the Tricolour is also something not good. You need to understand this. Tricolour is beyond religion. It's a national symbol. What are you doing? What are you doing? You need to think about it.
We very much welcome.
Then explain
To
these
hoist
pictures.
national
Viewers'
flag
pictures
anywhere
on
in
the
the
screen.
country.
No, pictures on the screen, full frame.
But there's a process to it. There is a
Process,
process.
what
You need to apply for
process?
permission.
These
you need to get a permission.
These
and
people,
then hoist
these
it. You
people
can't
who are
just
carrying the
hoist and
Tricolour,
hoist.
the police
Tomorrow
people,
it's going to come
I'll
and
show the
hoist.
pictures,
Tomorrow
are
it's going
trying
to
to
say,
snatch the Tricolour from their hands. Why are they, the way they are behaving, I show the pictures, I'm not on air, viewers see the pictures, and Mr. Krishna Devarale, I request you please understand, they're almost trying to snatch the Tricolour as if it's a weapon. It's not a weapon. It's the Tricolour. It's our flag. It's our flag. Why were the police behaving like this?
Arnab, there's a process to do it. There's a process to do it. When you want to unruffle a national flag,
Arnab ji,
you
I'm
apply for a
asking the
permission.
simple
What
question.
is-
Get a permission
What is the process?
from the people that are supposed to get it from.
What would have
There's a
happened if
process
he
to
had...
do it. Tomorrow,
Okay, tell me
anyone
one
can
thing.
go and
Okay,
say,
okay,
Now,
Mr.
I'm asking
Devarale,
the question.
you tell
What is
me.
the
I'll get Sriraj Nair in. Sriraj Nair, Mr. Devarale, one second. My question is, what would have happened? Mr. Devarale, allow me, the police appear to be in some form of panic. You tell me, who would have opposed? Specific question, who would have opposed hoisting a Tricolour? Who would have opposed it?
There's nothing, no one, no, there's
Then
nothing
why the
wrong
police
in hoisting
behaving
flag.
like-
I'm repeating myself. Because they are behaving like that, because they're not getting the permission. They're required
No, but
to
do
get
you
a
behave
permission.
like
And the
that?
process.
If somebody walks
There's
around
no
with a
process
flag.
to it.
Mr. Nair is responding to you, sir. Mr. Nair of the VHP.
Well, Arnab, it is really saddening. An honorable MP who is a lawmaker is talking absolutely childish that what is Hindu Yuvavani doing in Andhra Pradesh. Now, Mr. MP, he should understand Andhra Pradesh was just divided recently. That what is MIM doing in UP? Now, yesterday only we celebrated Republic Day, and our constitution permits anybody and everybody can travel anywhere and anywhere within the country, earn his bread and butter, and do whatever is within the constitution. What wrong this Yuva Vahini cadres were doing? Were they doing any unlawful activity? Were they carrying AK-47? We strictly demand that the suspension of all the police officers who were involved in this brutality. Now we are seeing appeasement politics has risen to a very dirty height. Now, whether it is
We are
not
seeing a
allowing,
divisive
whether it is
politics.
Jinnah allowing,
What we are saying
please,
is,
Mr. MP, when you are talking, I was silent.
divisive politics.
When you are talking, I was silent. Please keep mum. Have some manners.
This
You
is
are
the
elected
divisive politics.
representative. You are an elected representative. Please have some
You're
manners.
making allegations
Now,
that are not true.
Not allowing national flag to unfurl
Allegations that are not true.
at the Jinnah, at the
You cannot just
so-called
make
Jinnah Tower. which
allegations.
the
Mr.
Bengal
Devaral,
have
let
gone long back.
Mr. Nair complete. You can respond after that. Thank you.
See,
Okay.
now
Okay.
it is a constitutional right that anybody can. Why were they carrying the weapons? Were they carrying AK-47? What wrong they were doing? And what kind of childish justification is there? This is pure appeasement politics, and Jagan Mohan Reddy
Atik.
has got already a bad name into appeasement, the way they have been acquiring
If
temple
the
wealth,
shopkeepers
and the way
who have
even in
the
Maharashtra
name
we
of
saw
Sai
yesterday
and
somebody
compel them to
wanted
change the name
so-
of the
in
shop.
Maharashtra also naming a sports
They are the
complex
Muslim
in the name of
phobic
Tipu Sultan.
organization.
Appeasement politics is taking a different line altogether, and all those who are into appeasement politics are going to bite the dust, and we will see soon all these people will be disappearing from the
Mr.
political
Devaralayu,
Come in.
Mr. Atikur Rahman, I want to tell Mr. Devaralayu and then I'll come to you. See, Mr. Devaralayu, first of all, I'm telling you again for the third or fourth time, please rename that tower. It cannot be called after Jinnah. It cannot, we cannot have. We cannot have. I'm sorry, because
or Jinnah Tower in
no,
Andhra Pradesh
because
is
this
so
is a
sad.
man, Mr. Devaralayu, you're an educated person. This is a man who said, I will either have a divided India or a destroyed India.
Arnabji,
I'll tell you, Mr. Devaralayu, I'm telling you, Jinnah, he said, before his direct action call, you know what he said? I will either divide India or destroy India. He said that. And you are putting up there, allowing a Jinnah tower? In fact, I think your government should have taken the initiative to put a flag on top of the Jinnah Tower and rename it at the same time. You should have done that. I would have congratulated you.
The time it was built 100 years back, he was also fighting for the freedom of India.
What?
During the time, it
one
was
minute,
built as
one
a
minute.
symbol of-
Mr. Devaralayu, Mr. Devaralayu, I'll have to take you on. No, Mr. Devaralayu, I'll have to take you on. I'll have to take you on. I'll have to take you on. Mr. Devaralayu, I'll have to take you on. I'll have to take you on now. Please hear me. Please hear me. This is too much. Mr. Devaralayu, this is too much. Mr. Devaralayu, please understand. No, Mr. Devaralayu, please listen to me. Mr. Devaralayu, 1 minute. You said, you have just, please remember, 1937, immediately after taking charge of the Muslim League, this man led the way for India's partition, East and West Pakistan. And he said, I will either divide India or destroy India. 1 minute. Then one more thing. I'll give you one more reason. His call for direct action day led to the Calcutta riots 1946. 10,000 people killed, 15,000 wounded. You want to name places after Jinnah, stop people, beat them up in that way. Look at the pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Full frame, please. Look at the pictures out there. It hurts me. What was their fault? That they wanted to put a flag on top of a Jinnah tower?
This is divisive
Mr.
politics.
Devarale, what? Yes, please respond. Please respond, Mr. Devarale.
And this is the kind of divisive politics that is being played by BJP and other states. It will never ever succeed in Andhra Pradesh. I'm telling you.
Divisive?
Arnab ji, I give you the opportunity.
You're saying
Yeah,
putting a flag is divisive? How?
This is a divisive politics that have been doing it because they were in power for almost for the last 10 years, in the last 15 years.
Arnab ji, I'm asking a small question to Mr. MP.
Okay, Mr. Reddy, answer that question.
I will explain to I will explain to you.
People of Guntur doesn't
Mr.
need a
Krishna
lecture
Devaraya,
about nationalism.
Mr. Krishna Devaraya.
From people like from these people, we are
Listen,
we are
Mr.
much
Krishna
more
Devaraya.
nationalistic than anyone else. We respect.
Mr. Krishna Devaraya, listen, Mr. Krishna
We are
Devaraya.
the ones who.
Arnab ji, I will explain to you. One thing, Mr. Krishna Devaraya, what you called, no? Last 75 years or 100 years back, they are built by Jinnah Center. Because of that reason, you are not accepting the rename of the Jinnah Center. I will tell you one small example. You are one of the young parliamentarian. I will appreciate to you. Why? Because you are educated. I think I will tell you a small example. In near parliament, our national headquarters in New Delhi, 30 Aurangzeb Road is an old name. Recently, government of the India has taken the decision in the national headquarters. That is the
There is a Jinnah Hall in
What is the
Bombay.
wrong?
There is a
What I
Jinnah
am
Hall in
asking,
Bombay where BJP
what is
was
the
in power
contribution to
for
our
almost
nation, Mr.
Okay,
Jinnah?
Mr. Devarale is responding to you. Mr. Devarale, yeah, audio up, what did you say?
Why there was no politics around that when you're in power?
100%
Only when you're out of power in
decision.
Andhra Pradesh. Why
What
are you
you
having
done,
this?
the
Why are you
100%
bringing
is
all
wrong.
this politics in Andhra Pradesh?
Okay, I have two
Jinnah Hall
questions.
in,
I have two questions to you, Mr. Devarale. I want to continue to challenge you. And please don't take a hard position. My first question to you is it true that in 1940, Jinnah said, Hindus and Muslims can never evolve a common nationality? You are praising him on my program? You're saying he's fighting for the freedom of India?
Didn't he ever appear for Gandhi or Tilak as their lawyer?
Pardon me? Did he ever
Did Jinnah-
appear? Okay, should I ask you a straight question? Did he say ladke lenge Pakistan?
I asked you.
Did he say? You are actually supporting him. Fine. No. Fine. You're hardening your position, viewers. Please watch. You are hardening your position. You are hardening your position. You're trying to find reasons out there. Of course, you can say by that logic. You can. No. 1 minute. 1 minute. A person is known. I will respond to you, sir. I am a keen student of history. Please understand. Please understand. Please understand. Please understand. Please understand. Please understand. People are. I'm asking you a question, sir. I am asking you a question, sir.
Don't do this.
I am asking you a question, sir.
It's not
You
good for
listen to
anyone.
me. You don't do this. Listen to me now. Fact of the matter is, you are the kind of argument that you are making is, someone would make and say, listen. You know, Adolf Hitler before 1910 was a very nice person. How can you question what he did in the World War? I would ask you a counter question. Should Germany honor Hitler, the person responsible for leading the Nazi party to perpetrate the most well-documented Holocaust in which 6 million Jews were killed? This man Jinnah said, ladke lenge Pakistan. Led to his direct action call, led to bloodshed in our country, divided our country, and you're coming on television supporting him? By your logic, should Cambodia pay homage to Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge? Should Uganda honor Idi Amin? What are you saying? You have no problem with Jinnah, but you're outraging over the Tiranga. Why? You should not have done that. You should not. You should not. Mr. Reddy responding to you.
It was built as a
See, Arnab ji, this is the totally in vote bank politics. Even the YSR Congress party and Jagan Mohan Reddy, they cannot love and fear that Jinnah. Only this one thing is the behind this conspiracy. What is that? No, YSR Congress party ruling last 30 months. What they are Krishna Devaraya is telling is the 100% is the lies. Why? Because in case of any the name change of the Jinnah Center, what he had told, that is the 70 years, 100 years that. I will tell you a small example in take the Andhra Pradesh with the YSRCP government.
For on the debate again, Mr. Devaraya is responding. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
how many ever examples Mr. Vishnuvardhan Reddy is going to give, how much ever history is going to pull out. There's a
50,
fact-
60
there's
years
a-
back
there's a
in the
fact
name
I
of
want
the
to- I want
Kadapa.
to reiterate
Now the
again and
YS
again and
Jagan
again and
Mohan
again.
Reddy father
BJP
YS
was in power for
Kadapa.
almost 10
That is
years
also
with
rename
their
of the
partner in
Kadapa
Andhra Pradesh.
district headquarter.
They-
District
they-
name also.
this question
That
was
previously
never
Kadapa,
raised.
now is the YS
This
Kadapa.
question was never raised.
That
Only
is the
now,
right.
because they want
Why
entry
is
into
the next
Andhra
right?
Pradesh,
Why
they
don't you
are
understand
coming
that?
up with this
Any
divisive politics.
constitutional
I
amendment
want to
in the name of
reiterate
the
this again and
Jinnah.
again.
Arnab ji, I am asking the MP
first and
question.
foremost,
If in
all
case
the
of the
policemen
Jinnah
who were
name, the
involved
change the
in this-
Jinnah
Mr.
name,
Reddy is asking you a question. 30 seconds into the debate. Mr. Reddy, keep it short. Mr. Reddy, keep your question. Keep your question to the YSRCP MP short.
Arnab, if you can
No, 1 second.
Andhra Pradesh
I am asking everyone. There are too many voices. Too many voices. Only Mr. Reddy asks a question directly to the MP. And keep your question short. Yes.
Once again, I will request you, once again, I will demand to ISR Congress Party and MP also, and also Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy, immediately you take the decision, the rename of the Jinnah Center. Otherwise, Bharatiya Janata Party and also the 4 crores of Andhra Pradesh public and also the support of 140 crores public, 100% will rename and dismantle that Jinnah Center. No one, they cannot stop that issue.
You'll dismantle means what?
I think that is the public not accepting that Jinnah Center. Why? Because public is burning. Every day they cannot.
Why is RCP MP responding? Yeah, go on.
People, BJP don't have to come into Andhra Pradesh or Guntur to tell us what nationalism is, how to respect the national flag. We do respect national flag. We do
our country.
we are nationalists.
Not only
We
YSR
have
Congress
freedom
party
fighters
MPs,
from
MLAs
Andhra Pradesh and
and
Guntur.
your
You don't have
party
to come and
citizens,
tell us
we are also
what is
citizens of
nationalism.
Okay, we are going to have round 2 on this debate as well. We are going to have round 2 of this debate as well. Well, I must say we've had very keen participants from Vijayawada tonight. Both Mr. Reddy and the Member of Parliament Lavu Shri Krishna Devaralayu, Member of Parliament Lok Sabha of the YSRCP. Great to see you both on the debate. Let's see where this goes. But before we go, Karandeep Sachdeva says, "Hi Arnab, I'm a big fan of yours from Australia." Hi, Karan. And he says, "I believe your journalism is different from others and you're not afraid of raising your opinion." Absolutely never. You know how they tried to fix us. We're not going to get fixed. And Vure Annapurna says, "Highly immature remarks by a former vice president." I think you're being very soft on him. Ladies and gentlemen, I have requested Amit Ansari to come and face me. But can he? I don't know. The nation wants to know. See you tomorrow at 9. Good night and goodbye.